Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Talk in English on PTS.
Get ready to learn something new on the go today with us. I'm Andrea.
And I'm Gabe, and guess what? I get to go on the go and you get to come with me. We're going to find out about special table tennis. But first, let's start with our key words. The first one is wheelchair. Wheelchair. Jim is in a wheelchair because he can't use his legs.
Our next keyword is paddle. Paddle. Use this paddle to hit the ball on the table.
Hobby. Hobby. Holly's favorite hobbies are reading and playing badminton.
Beat. Beat. The other team won last time. I hope we can beat them this time.
Tournament. Tournament. Kevin didn't see the whole basketball tournament. He only saw the last game.
Well, friends, we want to say these keywords together again, so join us. The first one is wheelchair. Wheelchair.
Paddle. Paddle.
Hobby. Hobby.
Beat. Beat.
Tournament. Tournament.
Okay, friends, now it's time for us to go and find out what today's mission will be with Eddie.
What's the on the go today?
It's special table tennis, and it looks like you have something there.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yes, it's a paddle and a ball. That's what you need to play table tennis.
That's right. Are you going to play?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, that's great. But first, can you give us the mission?
Oh, the mission. Okay, today's mission. What is under the tables?
What is under the tables?
Well, let's go find out in today's On the Go. Hi, friends. Do you like to play sports? You do? That's great. Then you know that playing sports can be a great way to have fun and stay healthy. But have you ever thought about how you would play some sports without walking? That would be pretty hard, wouldn't it? Well, today we're going to meet some people who are excellent athletes even though they can't walk. So let's go on the go! This is my friend Zheng Shen. Zheng Shen is a great table tennis player. He has won many awards. Zheng Shen is a good athlete, but he can't walk. He uses a wheelchair to move around. Meet Wenxing, Yanhong, and Mei Hui. They also use wheelchairs to move around. And these four people have something else in common. They are all excellent athletes. And they are on the Chinese Taipei table tennis team at the Paralympics Games. Table tennis is a sport for 2 or 4 people. To play, you will need a table, a net, a ball, and a special paddle. Now, how do you play? A player hits the ball. It should hit the table once, and then the other player hits it back to the first player. If a player misses the ball, or the ball doesn't hit the table, the other player gets a point. Table tennis is a really fast sport. A player needs fast hands and fast eyes so he or she can hit the ball back. Hello, friends. You have come with me on the go, and we're learning about table tennis. It's very interesting. Table tennis is a fun sport, and it can be interesting when you play in a wheelchair. I guess we'll see more about that later, but first let's learn this word, wheelchair. Wheelchair. A wheelchair is a chair that moves with wheels. A wheelchair.
Wheelchairs are usually used by people who can't walk, or if they have a problem with their legs, they'll use a wheelchair. Now, Gabe met some very special athletes who play table tennis in wheelchairs.
That's right, they play in wheelchairs, or you can say that they play in a wheelchair. Now, it is very interesting to watch because they can actually play table tennis very well in wheelchairs. They're very good. Now let's move on to the next key word here. It is paddle. Paddle. A paddle is something flat that you use to hit something else. A paddle.
When do you use a paddle? Well, a paddle is one of the pieces of equipment that you need to play table tennis.
Yes, you just used a key word from before, equipment. There is a lot of equipment that you need. You need a table, and you need a net, and you also need a ball and paddle to play table tennis.
Well, Gabe, you're doing a pretty good job.
Well, it's kind of easy to play standing up, but it is interesting to watch these people play in wheelchairs. They are very good. So, Chen Sheng, is playing table tennis just a hobby for you?
刚开始只是兴趣，现在投入更多。
Oh, I see. So what do you think is the best part about being a table tennis player?
我每年可以出国比赛。
Really? Well, that sounds like fun. I want to go overseas. Okay, you won this time, but next time we will beat you, right, Zheng Sheng?
耶、
Yeah! In table tennis, many times the ball will fall to the ground. Sometimes the ball will roll under a table or under someone's foot or wheel and crack! What do they do about this problem? Under every table is a fan. This fan will blow the balls away from under the table and players to make the floor safe. Haha, I see the fans. They're useful. But how do the players in wheelchairs pick up the balls? Sometimes helpers are around to help the players. Other times, players can use a special tool that can pick up the balls. That's pretty helpful.
Well, Gabe is learning a lot on the go, and we get to learn with him. Friends, we saw a key word in this part. Let's learn it together. It is hobby. Hobby. A hobby is something that you do for fun. Playing table tennis can be a hobby.
That's right. Some people like to do things so that they can make money. But other people like to do things just for fun. That is a hobby. One of my favorite hobbies is playing drums. I like to play drums just for fun. Andrea, what is one of your favorite hobbies?
One of my favorite hobbies is hiking. I love to be outside and enjoy nature. And Gabe asked a good question. He asked, what is your favorite hobby? This is a good question to ask someone when you want to get to know them better.
That's right. What is your favorite hobby? Well, I did get to play table tennis, and I did not win. It's hard beating these people.
I understand that. Well, we want to learn this key word. It is the verb beat. Beat. When you beat another person or another team, that means you are the winner. When you beat them, you do not lose.
That's right. And usually when you play a game, you want to try hard so that you can beat the other person or beat the other team. It's not fun to lose, but it is okay to lose because then you can get better and maybe you will beat someone in the future.
Well, friends, we also found the answer to today's mission in this section. The question is, what is under the tables?
What is under the tables? The answer is a fan. A fan is under the tables.
And the fan helps move the balls.
There are different rules in table tennis when the players are physically challenged. Wheelchair players must be careful not to move the table when they're playing. Also, their feet cannot be on the ground. They also have to stay in their wheelchair when playing. And you know what? I want to know how it feels to play in a wheelchair too. Let's see how I do. Wow, playing in a wheelchair is kind of hard. It really takes a lot of training. I wonder how players train like this. Many of these good players have coaches who help them train to become better and make it to the Paralympics Games. With the help of coaches, Wenxing, Zhensheng, Yanhong, and Mei Hui have all played and won awards in tournaments all over the world. And from these four brave athletes, we can really see that playing sports doesn't only help our bodies to become stronger, but it also helps our minds to become stronger. Well, friends, I want to thank you, and I'm so glad that you could learn something new here with me today on The Go! Well, friends, it was interesting playing in a wheelchair. Sometimes I thought it was actually easier to play in a wheelchair, but sometimes it was very hard to play in a wheelchair.
Well, that would be interesting. You know, I think it's hard to play table tennis when I'm standing, but that's an extra challenge.
That's right, it is. But these athletes do have coaches that train them, and so they get to go and play in tournaments all over the world. That is exciting. And we have a key word right here, the word tournament. Say it again, tournament. A tournament is a time where many games are played, and at the end of a tournament, only one team will win.
So if you watch or are in a tournament, that means there are more than just two teams playing. Many teams come to a tournament. They all want to beat the other teams and be the winner of the tournament.
And here's another way that you can use this word, tournament. I hope you enjoy the games at the tournament. Or, the tournament was very exciting. My favorite team won.
Or you can ask, how many games of the tournament did you see?
That's right, and we get to see that these athletes can go all over the world. They play in different countries around the world.
Calendar phrase.
Andrea, I'm so happy I got to see the Olympics on TV.
Really? That's great, Gabe. Gabe, which event did you like best?
Well, there's no question I liked the gymnastics best. That was the best event.
Okay, and Gabe, we just said today's calendar phrase.
The phrase is, which event did you like best?
Which event did you like best?
So if you go to the Olympics or you go to see different sports events, then this is a good question you can ask somebody. Which event did you like best? what was your favorite event?
Well, which part of our show do you like best?
Oh, they're all so good. But the next part of our show is today's calendar phrase skit.
Which event did you like best?
Which event did you like best?
I watched the Olympics last night.
Me too. Which event did you like best?
The track and field events. Which event did you like best?
I liked watching table tennis. Jan watched it with me.
Which event did you like best, Jan?
Oh, I liked the swimming events.
We should watch the Olympics together tonight.
Okay.
Which event did you like best?
Which event did you like best?
Okay, friends, it's time to find out the question of the day. Let's go talk to Eddie.
Wow, that was so cool! Playing table tennis in wheelchairs.
Oh, yes, Eddie, it was a very different experience. I enjoyed it. Now, Eddie, what is the question of the day?
Oh, the question of the day. Well, here it is. What challenges do you have? Tell about them.
What challenges do you have? Tell about them.
One of my challenges is learning Chinese. Learning a new language is a challenge, but I try my best.
Yes, you try your best. Friends, try your best when you are learning English. Thank you for joining us here today on Let's Talk in English on PTS, where learning English can be fun.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.